You are watching the Flying Dutchman podcast.
Good morning and welcome to another Flying Dutchman podcast road trip. Today we are going to Travis Air Force Base for an air show, Air Expo 2024, wings over Solana County. And Travis Air Force Base is situated at the southwestern edge of the Sacramento Valley. It's known as the gateway to the Pacific. Travis Air Force Base has been in existence since 1942, and it was named after, I believe, a general that was killed in a B-29 crash in the 40s, and that's what it's named. It's a Air Mobility Command. It's got reserve units. They fly the KC-10, the KC-46, the C-5M Super Galaxy, and of course the Moose, the C-17. So join me, Dutch, as we go to an air show. And here is a view of Travis Air Force Base off of Creed Road that runs parallel. Okay, well, here we are at Travis Air Force Base, Air Expo, Wings over Solana County 2024. We've got a lot of good aircraft to look at. We've got Hawkeyes, Eagles. We've got Jayhawk and its World War II markings from that squadron. And we're going to talk to a few people, but mostly we're just going to look at aircrafts, put on a little music, and buy some goodies. And then we'll talk about that. So let's go have fun and enjoy the air show. Let's go. When going to an air show, especially one for a military base, it's important to get there early. It's important to wear sunscreen. It's important to have ear protection for the young ones. There are safety considerations, security considerations. They want ID. They inspect your bags, purses. You're limited to what you can bring on the base. But it's a great opportunity to look at aircraft. And behind me is a KC-46. We just looked at C-17, and then way over there you can see some of the assets. There is Travis Air Force Base. At the moment they fly the KC-46, the KC-10, the C-17, and the C-5M Super Galaxy. We're going to pay a little attention to the KC-10. 2024 is the last year of the KC-10. We're going to look at the WC-135, only one of them. So let's go. You notice that some exhausts are blackened on the inside. This one here is white. It's like that because it's new. It's a ceramic type of coating on there. It'll eventually turn blackish brown, but it's ceramic. The F-35, which is what this is, F-35A, it has the nickname Fat Amy. And certain angles, it looks fat. The F on the tail tells us it's from Luke Air Force Base near Phoenix, Arizona. In the Panthers, you see the logo, and that's the Air Training Command. And here's an A-10 from Idaho. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the Air Force is committed to getting rid of the A-10s. I'm not sure, 2028, 2030. Idaho, which are these four from the Skull Bangers up in Boise, Idaho, they are losing their A-10s in another year, 2 years, and I'm not sure what platform they're getting after that, but I hope they can put it off. It's a heck of an airplane. Hey, guys.
Hello there.
How we doing? I'm recording. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
All right. Here's some Scarface. Yeah, I see an old Scarface Cobra at the Castle Air Museum in that way.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it came. I think it came from Hawaii, Barber's Point.
Yeah, we're with you out of Hawaii.
Are you guys? Were you guys with them when they were in Hawaii?
I was not.
No. You are now at Hamilton?
California Scarface now.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Say hello, your little friend. Are you guys mission capable front and back?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
When'd you?
Pilots.
Two pilots. Okay. When did you guys get here?
Thursday.
Did you? Did you come straight up, or did you do the scenic route?
We took the scenic route, yeah.
So people, the viewers, would like to know where that is.
We stopped in Santa Barbara and then Salinas on the way up.
Oh,
So we
very
split the
nice.
coast.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Pretty good views.
Are you gonna be able to take the San Francisco route before you go home?
We did fly over the bridge on the way in.
Oh,
fly
okay.
Alcatraz and whatnot, so yeah, we'll fly pretty much the same route back.
How did you guys come to be able to come here? How's
We were
that?
invited.
Oh, these guys put out something like, we'd like to have your airframes out here.
Yep.
That was cool.
Yeah, so they have us lodging at their inn. They give us rental cars, so they've been very accommodating.
Where are you guys from?
Camp Pendleton.
No, I mean, where'd you grow
I'm
up?
from Orange County. Where are you
Where
from?
at? Orange County?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm from South Carolina originally.
Oh, okay. So for you, the culture shock.
Oh, 100%.
He is unwell.
How long you been in the Corps flying?
I don't fly. I am a flight line mechanic.
Okay.
I work on transmission system, gearboxes, engines,
Okay.
blades, everything you see on this aircraft for
Right.
the most part. I deal with it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But I've been in for almost 4 years.
Okay.
So,
You think you'll do a 20?
not looking like it as of right now.
Okay. Have you been on a Westpac tour?
I have not. Well, actually, yeah, I've been out to Okie.
Oh, okay. But and yourself, what is your role with the Cobra?
My role? I'm the
What?
pilot.
Oh, with the what?
The pilot?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you now in the Marine Corps? If you're going skids, you're attack. If you got wheels, you're hauling, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Is that? Did you choose the Cobra?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
I was
because-
like, what looks aggressive? I'll fly that.
That'd be the Cobra.
No one joins the Marine Corps to be a silly goose.
Right. And some people that might not know look at the Apache, the A64 as the ultimate airframe, but the Cobra brings a lot to the fight. And this is a Zulu or a Zulu version. So this guy here packs as much, if not maybe the same as an Apache in some ways.
Yeah, I would say similar
Yeah.
in the attack helicopter realm.
And what kind of airspeed can you get out of this in this configuration you have right now? Is an external fuel tank?
Yeah, that's a great
Some
question.
Zuni?
Max is going to be 165. with
165?
external fuel tank.
And how much more range will that fuel tank give you?
Maybe half an hour if I have two of them.
Okay.
Not too much. Pardon me?
Is that not?
Yes. Not syndicated.
You guys want some stickers for my podcast?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
sir.
there you go.
very
You guys
good.
want some stickers from the podcast?
Sure.
There you go. Yeah. And you know all that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But I retired this year, and I just started this out, and it's already off. Or I have to get started. Yeah.
How long was the training to get certified to fly?
Thank you.
It took me 3 years and a month.
We were lucky enough to have the Marines bring the AH-1 Viper, which is this helicopter, and the UH-1 Yankee Venom helicopter, which was the Huey. We don't get to see those very often down at these air shows. And this thing here can put up a good fight. It's very capable, and there's the Venom. Very capable. The Huey airframe goes all the way back to the Vietnam War. This is a twin pack. Has offensive capability. You can see some 2.75 looks like rocket launchers on the side. And all four of them, I wish I could have been there to see them arrive. And hopefully, here's a Black Hawk from Mather. It is a medevac Black Hawk. And this is the tail of an OV-10 Bronco, which I failed to take a good photo of it under this, but Cal Fire had a good presence here, and in a future episode, I'll be touring the Cal Fire McClellan Airfield on one of my road shows. We're just waiting for the callback. Here's a Firehawk. This helicopter allows firefighting at night, and with the way California's fires are, these are a valuable asset. They, again, can put out fires during the night, which is very important. Here's a larger view of it. Very handsome paint scheme. That's I can't wait to see the model kit come out for this. I'd like to build this model and put it on display. And here's the old S2 tracker, which is a turbo tracker now, out of McClellan Field. Or this one might be Grass Valley, but here's another view. Very, very capable aircraft, tactical, fire retardant. Here's again the Tuskegee P-51, and it's very handsome. It's up from Palm Springs, as I understand it. And we'll be having an episode on the Tuskegee Airmen as well. And here's a profile at KC-46 and a C-17. And here's the WC-135. There's actually only 3 of these in the Air Force. And they sniff and look for radiation, and they can sniff the air and determine what has gone on. The Highway Patrol had a presence with their Cessna 208. Very, very funny guys. And then they had some patrol cars, and they were recruiting. Here's some right here. And they were doing some recruiting and just getting to know the CHP and what they do. Here's a privately owned Albatross. And the national anthem was sang by these 3 ladies, and they were kind enough to sing the theme song to the Flying Dutchman podcast. And then we go walk under a KC-10, which is the last year of the KC-10. I'm going to miss that airplane. And then here is another view. So I'll just sit quiet and let's enjoy the view and the music. This boom is refueling probes, and this is a drogue basket that refuels Navy jets. It's referred to as the Iron Maiden for a good reason, because it'll rip the probe off of a jet if the connection is overly aggressive.
Three.
You're watching the Flying Dutchman podcast.
All right. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a C-12 Charlie Huron, and this is
Major Norman Pope.
Major Norman Pope.
Instructor pilot here in the C-12C. We're out of Edwards Air Force Base.
Nice.
Where we provide formal training on this aircraft for several different customers across the military and U.S. government.
Who would those customers be?
So we train Air Force pilots. In these, we train Defense Intelligence Agency and Embassy and State Department personnel. We have, and in the course of that, we'll have Marines, Army, Navy pilots come through.
Wow.
We also train. So at Edwards, we have a lot of civilians, contractual civilians who work long term on test projects and things. So if they have a reason to get trained up, we'll train them up as well. So it's a huge customer base.
How many people in the class?
So we train roughly around 50 per year.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
Well,
From my standpoint, that's quite a
so
bit.
the C12C is a Beechcraft King Air 200.
Uh-huh.
And the various C12 models are just different flavors of King Air.
Okay.
So from the FAA, and as an aircraft, it doesn't require a type rating or specialized training beyond your multi-engine certification. So typically we'll get these pilots, they'll already have their wings, and we'll have them trained up in 2 to 3 weeks.
Really?
Yep, or at least at a basic qualification level where they can take the plane out by themselves.
Oh, nice. How many hours do you have on this guy?
In these planes, I have about 600,
Oh, nice.
and then about 3,000 total across all platforms.
Oh, so you've flown other things.
Yes.
What else have you flown?
I've been an instructor in T6s,
Uh-huh.
and I've also been an instructor in KC-135s.
Oh, I love the 135. So how long have you been with this guy, this platform?
So I've been teaching down at Edwards for about almost 3 years now. And then before that, I did a 1-year tour in Saudi Arabia with the embassy out there.
Interesting flying you do.
Yep.
It is. It looks like a gorgeous aircraft. Well maintained, isn't it?
It is, especially for its age. Most King Airs of this vintage are not flying much anymore.
Really? How old is this airplane?
Rolled off the assembly line at Beach in 1976.
Wow. Where were you in 1976?
Nowhere.
That's funny. Cool. Well, hey, Pope,
Yes.
Major Pope, thank you for taking the time with the Flying Dutchman podcast.
You're welcome.
All right.
You know, with the U-2, one of my favorite biplanes is that the Air Force is still talking about retiring the 31 strong U-2 fleet. That's 27 U-2Ss and 4 Tu-2S trainers by the end of 2026. And that's after they just received a $50 million upgrade. So I be a little sad to see the U-2s go. Anything you can hang on a satellite, you can hang on a U-2. And I brought this up to the crew here, and they couldn't really speak to it because they only know as much as I do. And let's see if better heads prevail. Oh, the P-3 Orion. This is a nice aircraft from Point Magoo with VX-30, the Bloodhounds. We don't get to see these at air shows up this way very often, and just glad that they brought it. They work with the missile testing out at Point Magoo, among other duties that they can be utilized for. Very clean aircraft, very, very personable crew that brought it. I just want to say how much we appreciate having it here at the air show, and we hope maybe they can make it to the California Capital Air Show later this year. So I do some of these pictures from a modeler's point of view for detail, especially in the landing gear bays. A lot of times we have to, our modelers, we have to add aftermarket additions to the model kits that we build. But these are them, the crew here, and some of the goodies that they sold. And one of my personal favorites is a very robust beer cup. We'll put that to good use later this evening. Let's just enjoy. This is the crew of a U-28 out of Cannon Air Force Base, New Mexico, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and they were a riot. A riot.
Let's have some fun and go on to KC-135.
This is a KC-135R out of Fairchild Air Force Base in Spokane, Washington. And they were nice enough to bring their jet and open it up for people to crawl through. And, I wanted to get to the tail boom refueling operator station, but it was pretty packed back there. There's a bunch of kids that need to see it. I've seen it plenty, but I did get access to the cockpit, as you'll see soon, and chat a little bit with the co-pilot of the aircraft. And it's a view off the left wing, looking south over Travis. And there's the American flag. God bless America. We need all the blessings we can get now. And again, just to pan around, carries cargo, passes gas. And in fact, it could actually even suck gas from a receiver aircraft so it could stay mission ready and airborne. As all KC-10 and KC-46s have the capability of doing, is actually drawing fuel from other aircraft.
In Washington.
Oh, yeah. Spokane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. How was the ride down?
Wasn't too bad. A little bit of some turbulence up top.
Been a lot of that lately, right?
Yeah.
What position are you?
I'm co-pilot.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Is this your first airframe after UPT?
Yep, it is.
Cool. How old's this jet?
1950s.
Really?
Up
Wow.
on 70.
Pretty safe to say older than you.
Yeah, good bit.
Uh-huh.
Maybe older than my dad.
You enjoy flying it?
Yeah, been good.
I did a interview with a 135 pilot out of Riverside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did this. He wanted this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oh, you want a sticker from my podcast?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys on YouTube or?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. It's my wife and I. I retired, so this has become.
Nice. What did you fly?
I never flew in like yeah, especially when you're having to train a B-52 crew.
Yeah.
Have you had to do that?
No, I haven't had much to be confused
But-
besides just refueling them.
But other platforms for training, have you ever had to?
Yeah, a lot of my
Here are some F-15s from the Fresno National Guard. These bad boys spent a little time over in Okinawa doing some training. They are going to hold on to these. They might get the new F-15EXs. That's not set in stone yet. But there are no more active duty F-15s. And in fact, the pilot that I spoke with was a full-time fighter pilot assigned to the National Guard unit. I'm just glad to see him and happy to see him. This is a shot of the KC-46 Pegasus. This is what's replacing, in some areas, the KC-10s and some KC-135s. This is the KC-46 Pegasus. There is no boom operator that sits in the back. What you're looking at are the camera systems and camera windows. The boom operator is actually up front. Now this has the ability to refuel, probe, and drogue. Here's the drogue basket, the Iron Maiden. And back here is the boom. The drogue system. The probe, I mean. And look, a hanger. And here's another scene of the KC-46 with the C-17, KC-10, and C-5. Really great air show. They really had everything laid out nicely, but it was crowded. A lot of these photos, I had to go for 2 days, and I was able to get there early on the second day. There's a C-5 Super Galaxy. Never tired of seeing that one.
Three, two, one.
You're watching the Flying Dutchman Podcast.
That KC-46 packs a punch, folks, with its 31,000 gallons of fuel load. And the C-17 brings more.
I know I've played this before you already of the A-10s, but I'm gonna replay this one right here. I'm gonna loop it and just enjoy the A-10 from the Idaho National Guard, the Skullbangers.
Right over our heads.
And what you're looking at is some of the patches and stickers that I always purchase when I go to air shows. A bonus is that face shield you see up top that said printed with the wings over Solano, the U2. That goes on my shelf in my den. You see the F-18G Growler with the rising sun from their deployment to Japan. You see Sylvester the Cat from that WC-135. There's the Wolfhounds from the VX-30 out of Point Magoo. We have the American flag from the Hawkeye, Cal Fire. We have the Legacy Vance from the T1 Jayhawk. It was a good show, and I hope you guys enjoyed what we put out for you. We'll see you next time on the Flying Dutchman Podcast Road Trip.